It's Arsenal versus Manchester City. I don't know what is happening. Everything is turning around now. Before it was Arsenal who packs balls for Pep Guardiola. Now Pep Guardiola is packing balls for his apprentice, for Mikel Arteta. I don't know what Arteta see for Guardiola, but once he see Guardiola, he go be like say when he catch am, beat am mercilessly. But today again, we are seeing it for the second or maybe for the third time. I don't know. How do you feel about the game first?
Honestly, I think we have to agree that Mikel Arteta has grown in stature. You understand? He has come good. He has grown to a level where Pep Guardiola is very conscious of playing him. Do you understand? Today, you could see Manchester City, they were not only playing to beat Arsenal. You understand? They were playing to protect their ego versus Arsenal. That tells you how much it means to them to beat Arsenal. And for real, I'll tell you that I was very shocked to see that Guardiola and his team was shivering. They were scared. You won't go up and then you're taking everybody out of the game. Players who were on the front foot. Honestly, you have to give it to Arteta and his boys. You understand? I'm not a big fan of Arsenal, so for me to be giving them credit, that tells you how much well they played today. They played really well. They played fantastically well. Because, you see, Manchester City went up 1-0 and it was Arsenal's game ever since then. You understand? Arsenal searched for the goal and they got it. This is Man City we're talking about. Pep Guardiola does not go backpedaling for anybody. If he will lose the game, he will lose the game. Do you understand? But for Pep, yesterday we were even making a reference when Chelsea had the red card saying Pep would not, backpedal for any reason. But today we were surprised to see Pep backpedaling for Arteta and Arsenal. No. The team has grown. The team has grown. And you see, this is Pep Guardiola telling Arteta that he respects him and his team. Rodri came out to say that Arsenal were cowards last season because packing the bus with 10 men last season. But Rodri and his team were packing the bus with 11 men today. You can see how life comes at you very fast. Life comes at you very fast. Rodri, Man City, inside their box, Stones entered that game. They wanted to really protect the lead. Ake entered the game. They wanted to protect the lead versus Arsenal. No. And Arsenal kept on bringing attacking players. They brought Waneri.
Remove defenders, bring attacking players.
Exactly. Removing defenders, bringing attacking players, making sure that they wanted to enforce, a goal out of that game, and they got it. Honestly, I think we have to give Arteta the due credit for how much he has made his Arsenal side to stand in stature with Manchester City. He has come a long way. You can criticize Arteta for his lack of trophies. You can criticize Arteta for how long he took him to bring Arsenal to this level. But one thing you will not deny is that Arsenal have arrived at the top level where they can perform versus any team. Don't forget, they were just, a very tiny margin away from the Champions League final last season. The only place where I think they lost the plot was in the Premier League, you understand? Where Liverpool just, ran away with the league. But aside that, I think that, and look at it this season, they're on 10 points again, you understand? And Liverpool on 15. And don't forget, in the opening games, they faced Liverpool, they faced City, they faced Manchester United too. So I think you have to give it to Arsenal. Honestly, you have to give it to Arsenal. You have to give it to Arteta. If Arteta, I think, I'm kind of scared that if Arteta wins a trophy, the floodgate will open. You understand? The floodgate would now start to open. He will start to win a lot of trophies, a lot of them, because you could just tell that the reason why they've not won the trophy is because the boys are not yet, they've not tasted it. Once they taste it,
the hunger will come.
Exactly, and they feel like this is what it feels like to win something. Forget, they will build that grit to make sure that whatever it takes, they win the trophy. So you have to give it to them today. I give it to them. They did really well versus City. Getting that point. They got to the point, I think, on the 93rd minute. 93rd minute. That was when they got the point. This is what Manchester City does to teams. This is what Manchester City does to us now. But now look at how the table have turned. Guardiola, his boys, and everybody shivering on the touchline, looking at the clock, counting the minutes, making sure that when they said 7 minutes, Guardiola was scratching his head, thinking how is he going to get through these 7 minutes, and he couldn't get through it. Arsenal still got the equalizer. I believe that Arsenal, Arteta, and their fans going home, they go home with the mindset that they won the match. Not because of the 1 point, but because they made City sat back. They got to the point because they deserve it. Do you understand? I think it's fair play. It's fair play to Arteta.
For me, thinking about Guardiola, thinking about Arteta being an apprentice to Guardiola, some time ago, coming out to manage Arsenal, he had quite 2 seasons without anything. Try his best to, organize these boys, and being able to play the kind of football he's playing now is something to commend him on. Because I feel like imagine if to say Arsenal sack Arteta that time, what would have happened till now?
Right.
Now there was a time they were rumoring for sack. They were saying everything they should sack him. He's not doing well. This one, Arteta is saying is a process. For me, I criticizing that. I said, what kind of process? 3 years, nothing. You are still saying, but now we are beginning to see the process he's talking about. We are beginning to see the team. He vision then. Say if you get vision now, only you go see him.
And it's up to you to achieve it.
Yes.
So nobody cares.
If you don't achieve it, they will mock you. But if you achieve it, they will say, okay, now we know you are a genius.
Like we are doing now.
Yeah. So I feel like Arteta has done really well in Arsenal, making this team a formidable one for anybody to beat. If you have match with Arsenal now, no problem.
Exactly.
If you have, I remember the time of Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp. It was a problem. Now there's no longer Jurgen Klopp. It's Guardiola against his boy Arteta. Exactly. And Arteta is showing him pepper. Arteta is pushing him back. Arteta is making him scratch his head. Arteta is making him restless. Right. If throughout that game, when they scored that goal, he rejoiced and everything. When Arsenal picked up the ball, it was a problem for Guardiola. He sat on the bench. He came out. He sat again. He came out. He called this one, say go and run, come back. Here for Arteta, where they say una they play as if say
they beat 5-0, they beat 4-0, they beat 4-1.
Sometimes I feel like okay, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. Sometimes when boy they pass in Oga, they really get that too much gap so fast. But Arteta passed Guardiola now, like with a very big margin. Look at his playing style. Look at what he has achieved.
The playing style. He has not achieved anything. You understand? Yeah, Arteta has not achieved anything. You understand?
Maybe trophy. So, but what did Arteta don't achieve with this team?
That's what I'm saying.
With a low budget.
Exactly. No, don't say that.
No. Low budget. You know City. How many 100 million they inside City?
Look at you. You're not following.
You're
not following. Since 2020 till now, Arsenal has outspent City. You don't know? What are you saying? Arsenal has outspent City. Pep Guardiola said it in his press conference before the match.
Okay.
Yes, they've outspent Manchester City. What are you saying? Let me tell you one. Let me tell you something. Maybe a lot of people don't know. Guardiola don't spend hefty price tags. Yes, let's look at it.
Gabriel, how much?
70 million.
Gabriel is 100 million. 100. It was written there. 100 million. No,
okay.
One naira no come out.
Fine. Let's say we will say 100 million. Grealish 100 million, right?
Yes.
Keep both of them down. How much was Ake?
Ake? I don't know. The
Ake was from Bournemouth.
From Bournemouth.
Yes, 40 million. How much was this guy Akonji?
I don't know.
Around 25 million. Yes. And Haaland, we know there was a lot of this.
Then Diaz was bought, I think,
60 million
from Benfica.
60 million. And not even complete 60 million.
So they swapped you with Otamendi or something.
No. Not even the swap deal per se. He had his own fee. What I'm saying is he's not as, the way people picture him, like, yes, they call him checkbook manager because he's not going to spend heavily on a particular player, but he's not shy from replacing you immediately. Do you understand? He's ready to fork out money to replace you if you don't perform. But that being said, I think Arteta has made good use of the money that has come his way, over 1.1 billion. You understand that this Arsenal team have, enjoyed since Arteta has been with them. So you have to accept that he has made good use of the money and he has brought Arsenal to a level where we can say trophies is just what is left. Because today's performance, it tells you that if not equal to City, they are above City at least by some few inches. Yeah,
not by some few inches. Very, very far. They are far above City now.
Let them win.
Anybody can win City now. Anybody can win City.
That means
from last season, City hasn't been. City will know.
That means they are not far above City. City are just bad.
They are far above City.
I don't know. Just bad.
I don't know. But
because Brighton did beat City this season.
Yes.
So why did Arsenal beat them today? I'm giving Arsenal their credit, but that does not mean I don't have a place where I'll cut it. You understand? I'm not giving you. That's just it. So Arsenal did well. They did well. They fair enough. They deserve the point. I think it would have been crazy if they left that game without a point. They deserve the 1 point, and I'm happy they got it. So I'm not happy they got it, but I'm happy. That's what a football game deserves. Fair game, fair result. Everybody goes home happy.
Well, Guardiola, you have to go back to the drawing board and find something to do because let me not say quitting. Maybe if you quit today, he will be a Nikon poop.
Why?
If you quit today, okay, you came into a team, you built a team, and that team fades up. Now you are finding it difficult. I know he hasn't done it before, but he should be able to put up a team that will perform good again.
He can buy the players. He can use his name and his pedigree to bring quality players and leave the podium. Let somebody else come and take it from there. You understand?
Okay.
At any point in time, if Guardiola walks out the door right now, he walks out the door in Manchester City and the Premier League managerial masterclass. You understand?
Okay.
You know what we're talking about? 6 Premier League titles. 6 in under 8 years. That's crazy.
Well,
so you have to give it to him. Plus the Champions League trophy, which was the prime trophy. Remember that PSG was, they too had the project. They wanted the trophy. They couldn't get it. How many years did it take Real Madrid to get the La Decima? 10 years. It took them 10 years, 2002 to 2014. More than 10 years, Seth. Yes, before they got their hand on the Champions League again. 12 years, they went bad and they couldn't win it. So if you look at it, if you even contextually look at it, Seth, if you put it in the right perspective, the last time Barcelona went to what was it called? A Champions League final. Wasn't it 2015? 2025 now. That's 10 years ago. So honestly, you have to give it to Guardiola. He has done incredibly well at City. But I feel like let him not erode all of that work with this shambolic run of games, because he is doing well, but I think he has set the bar so high for himself that he shouldn't kill it again. Let him just walk out if he feels like it's not happening for him. Yes, he has gotten an assistant in Pep Linders to help him, see things differently. But I think that you are still not seeing the spark of the former City. Maybe to come later in the season, but right now, it just doesn't feel that way. Especially the fact that Arteta is now, doing something crazy to him.
All right, so guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Football Analysis 247, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.